In this video, we will take a look at question 5, which is: a colleague is concerned that a radiographer who recently resigned from the trust may be about to make a constructive dismissal claim in relation to a recent change in working hours. She asks for advice on when such a change could lead to a constructive dismissal claim and how long former employees have to make claims before they're out of time. This question asks you to explore constructive dismissal within the context of employment law. Specifically, what it means and how a change in working hours could potentially give someone grounds to claim it. Constructive dismissal, at its core, happens when an employer makes a significant change to the terms of employment without the employee's agreement, forcing them to resign. You could consider starting your response by defining constructive dismissal and explaining how it's generally linked to a breach of contract or an employer making a major unilateral change to an employee's role or hours. For example, you might begin by explaining that employers reducing or changing hours drastically without consulting the employee can breach their contract's terms. And that breach could form the basis of a constructive dismissal claim, especially if it significantly impacts the employee's work-life balance or pay. Next, you might want to think about giving an example or two from case law, cases where changes in working hours have led to successful constructive dismissal claims. Citing real cases will strengthen your argument and show the assessor you've done your research. Then, you should touch on the time limits for making a constructive dismissal claim. In most cases, the former employee has 3 months less 1 day from the date they resigned to bring their claim to an employment tribunal. Now remember, this is not a matter of simply listing these points, but advising the colleague based on the facts provided. So, as you wrap up your answer, you might suggest next steps for the colleague, focusing on careful documentation and any preventative steps they could take if similar issues arise again. One last reminder, pay attention to the marking criteria. To score well, show a confident understanding of employment law, use authoritative sources, and ensure your answer is clearly expressed. And of course, keep an eye on grammar, spelling in your presentation.